Peace, y'all. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fame 47, man. I know what it is. Smash that like button, subscribe, and all that. Hey, man, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick story, man. About when 4 dudes tried to kill me. It was really 1 dude, but he came with 3 others. And so in order to jump in, I gotta give you a little the whole story. At this time, me and my baby moms, we was not together, and we was beefing, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how you break up with somebody and y'all going through it, but I had my chick that I was living with, and she had just got with this dude or whatever, and she was living with a couple of my homegirls, her homegirls as well at that time. So they was all renting his apartment, and she had my son over there and all that. And we ended up like talking some stuff out and this and that, and she ended up holding some stuff down for me that I thought I was gonna get raided. I was doing my 1-2 in the street. I had a spot somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? And then I had my main location where I had all my work at, and I was doing my thing, and I had a couple workers, and I had like another spot and like 2 other spots that was not really like my main spots. They were just little things that I was doing in there. And so I thought I was gonna get raided. I put some stuff in her crib and told her to hold it down, you know, whoop-de-whoop. So then my boy come through and pick me up, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, cause he used to try to holler at one of her homegirls. He tell me like, yo, they all over there. Some dudes is over there. Everybody they getting coked up. Not my baby mom. She ain't never do coke and like that. But her homegirls and the dudes was whatever. So I'm like, what? So in my head, I'm like, yo, I got shit over there. Yo, she's wild, and my son's over there, and people getting coked up and shit. So I was like, nah, nigga. So I slide over there and I do something. That's a whole nother story. But the people that I go through these issues with that came to kill me was selling drugs there as well. You know what I'm saying? They it's 2 complexes right next to each other, right? You got a complex here, and a road go down the middle. Now, they live in this complex, but they're the maintenance men in this complex. They was working in this complex, but they had workers selling weed and coke on this side. Everybody knew what was going on, whatever. They have video cameras, and I didn't know that. I don't know none of these people anyway. I went over there and I acted a donkey, and you know what I mean? Things happened, and cops came and all kinds of shit, and helicopters and all that. And these people got video cameras and they seen me. So my baby mom's roommates, her homegirls, they was like, yo, we're not dealing with this. They left, and they left us stranded alone. And she was like, yo, you need to help me with the bills, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up going and staying there and helping her pay the bills and all that. While I'm there, I'm outside smoking. There's a dude come next to me, you know what I'm saying? He got one eye, we call him Tuerco. He had one eye, and he was like, yo, I got weed, and I'm smoking a blunt, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm straight, you know what I mean? I got weed too. So he's like, oh, you be selling? I said, I don't sell here. I said, I got my little spot, you know what I'm saying? I do my thing. I got weed, I'm good. So he's like, oh, okay, this and this and that. He go tell the other niggas. Now, all these niggas that just came from Puerto Rico, and they had opened up shop. They was from La Perla in Puerto Rico, and they had opened up shop there, right? So he go tell them that I'm pumping out the crib, I guess. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because like the next couple of days, I had this old lady that kept knocking on my door. You know what I'm saying? And she'll knock on the door, and she'll be like, yo, she was like, yo, Danny sent me over here to get you know, some. I'm like, yo, I don't know who the fuck Danny is, and not only that, I don't sell nothing. So she keeps coming back though, nigga, and knocking on the door. And I'm like, yo, what I just told you? Now she an old lady, man. You know what I'm saying? She older. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? Let her have it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? And then she like, oh, this and that. She like, yo, you take pills? And this and that. She like, cause I'll trade you. Just out of your personal shit, I just want to smoke. And these niggas ain't answering and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo. So she had some Xannies, and we was popping bars at the time and all that type of shit, and ecstasy and Percocet. So yeah, I swapped out, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? So she kept coming back to me because at that time I had rompe puntos. At that time I was. That's a whole nother story, man. I'm gonna tell you, this is a whole nother story. You're not gonna believe it, man. But my boy, baby Philly, rest in peace, that he died. Me and my boy, you know what I'm saying? But I was getting like so much shit at that time, dog. You know what I mean? And I can't really talk too much on that shit like that on here, but yo, so the whole shit was, the shit that I had, the bags that I had, they was nowhere near what, you know what I'm saying? It was a drought at the time. So the old lady would come swap out with me and they was mad. Now, you kept sending the lady to my house, but I wasn't serving nobody. You know what I'm saying? But there was some cats that did music in there from Georgia, and we clicked up, like, you know, I did music and we was vibing. They was cool. So they were like, yo, you got weed? Yeah, yo, I'm really fuck with these niggas like that. Let me get some weed, bro. Like, all right. And they and their cousin lived on my side in my hood where I was doing my thing. That's how I ended up meeting them cats. Cause he was like, yo, you over there? My cousins is over there. They do music. And we clicked up. They reminded me of the Dungeon family, you know what I'm saying, with their style. But anyway, so the cousin was selling work with another nigga in our hood on the other side of the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it was only like 3 or 4 people and we had that whole shit locked down. But they had their own customers when they came in, you know what I'm saying? We had everybody there. So, you know what I'm saying? So they stayed out the way, you know what I mean? But they was cool. So anyway, these cats, you know what I'm saying? They had like one gun, bro. There was a bunch of them and they had like one little gun, a 38. And I remember, and I always had a whole bunch of weapons back then, you know what I'm saying? And his cousin would come around and I sold him a scooter and shit like that and all this and that. His cousin would come around and he's like, damn, how you got all these? I have mad rifles, you know what I'm saying? I had all kinds of shit, AK-47s. We was making Dracos before there was Dracos. And before the Draco was small like that, we was taking the back stocks off of them shits and AKs and making them shits little. You know what I'm saying? And all that. And I had 30-06s with magazines and all kinds of stuff, bro. Crazy shit. So I had a bunch of heavy big duty. I had 12 gauges, all that. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, they try to sell me the gun. I was like, I don't want that shit, man. They sell it to these cats. They try to sell me a baby 9. The man's cousin and all that. I let them bust off a couple of my joints. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm straight, bro. Yo, you sell it to your people, bro. They need that. This they spot. This ain't my spot. You feel me? But the people's taking a liking to me and they're vibing to me. I still don't know that these people have seen me on camera doing what I did. You know what I'm saying? So to them, they see me come to the hood, do a whole movie, and then they got it on camera, and then they see me on camera, I mean, and then I end up moving in. So to them, they look like I'm trying to come in and take over, which the situation I went over there for in the first place had nothing to do with them, because I don't even know who these cats is, you know what I'm saying? So this is all in their head. So then what happens is one of the girls that's always around them, she always trying to braid my hair. I had long hair back then, you know what I'm saying? Trying to braid my hair and this and that. I'm like, yo, these people trying to get info for me. What? The dudes, there's 2 dudes. One of them, one's an uncle, one's a nephew. The nephew's girl ended up liking me. I was always selling clothes. I was fresh every day. I always sold clothes. Speaking of selling clothes, go to my website, www.twoflyattire.com, you heard? So I was always selling clothes. I was always into that game. So I always had fresh new clothes. If I ain't sell it, I kept it, you know? So I was always fresh, you know what I'm saying? So shorty like that. I don't know what's going on. He hating, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so they acting like they want to buy something, you know what I'm saying? Buy a rifle one time or whatever. I ain't had nothing on me, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I talked to the cousin. I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna zoom through the whole story and save y'all all the details. So I seen him go in the car. I had my own car, but I don't know why my pops had a Nordica van, a minivan. I was in his shit that day. So I'm in the spot and I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna dip. So when I go to the car, I walk past a truck and I see the cousin with the headphones, phone thing on, and he's talking to somebody. So he's talking to his cousin and them, the niggas that got the spot. They're maintenance men, but they got niggas working. But they only selling coke and they only selling weed. You know what I'm saying? I was selling weed, coke, ecstasy, crack, heroin. I was selling everything. Xanax, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, the nigga, I go to get in the car. When I go get in the car, I'm going to crank up. I look up in my front of my windshield, and there's a guy with a hoodie on, with a pistol on him, a 38. So, but I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, this dude's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? this dude put in work. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. I could see the 38. I look in the rearview mirror. It's 2 more guys behind my car with hoodies on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not parked backwards. I'm parked the regular way. You know what I mean? So I'm looking in the mirror. I see the 2 in the back, but the 2 in the back look like just speed bumps to me. Like they just look like somebody that's there. You know what I'm saying? To try to stop me from going somewhere. The dude in the front looked like he was really on his issues. So I was like, all right, this dude's the shooter. So the dude that it was his spot, the nephew that his girl liked me or whatever, he comes around the corner hopping and skipping, yeah, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? And he goes to pull open the door. He's pulling open the door. I'm trying to start the car. You know what I mean? So he grabs me by my shirt, and he tried to pull me out the car, but I set my foot down on the ground because I'm in a minivan, so I'm high up. And he's like, why are they mama bicho? Why are they mama bicho? Boom, and he punched me, yo. He punched me in my freaking eye, bro. Tinted my window. Hey, listen, he hit me. I don't like getting hit in my face, dog. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me in my face. I was trying to start the car because I seen them. They already formed around me. I'm like, yo, I ain't got no pistol. This nigga got a pistol. There's 2 dudes behind me. This nigga come running around the corner. I'm trying to start the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't make it this far in the streets being stupid. So I'm trying to get out the way. But the car is not, it's like the movies, kid. It's like, yeah. I'm like, and the car don't even have no problems. It's just, right now, this car got a problem. And he's pulling me, and the car's going, yeah. And the car's not starting. You know what I'm saying? So, Buddy goes to reach for his, not his waist, but and by his ass and his back. You know what I'm saying? He go to reach for a gun. And I seen him. They sold him that baby 9 that I told him, yo, go sell it to your people. The dude went and sold it to him. And that's what he was trying to pull out on me, was that baby 9, because I knew it. Because, you know what I'm saying, I had seen it. I held it. I was like, yo, when he went to grab it from his back, you know what I'm saying, if he had it been on his back, when he went to grab it, I grabbed his wrist. And I pulled him, like he was pulling away from me, and I was pulling him towards me. You know what I'm saying? And so he was trying to back out, so he can't really back out because he's putting pressure backwards, and I'm putting pressure forward on his wrist, so he can't pull the gun out. The gun's stuck there. So he's like, suéltame, mamá bicho, suéltame. And he hit me, boom, right? So now I'm hot, you know what I'm saying? So he's trying to pull me out the car, but I'm not letting his wrist go. You know what I'm saying? And with my other hand, I'm trying to start the car, and he's trying to drag me out the car with one hand and trying to pull a pistol out with the other one. And I got a guy in front of me with a hoodie on with a gun that I could see the print of the gun. It's a revolver, you know what I'm saying? I can see he got a front pocket. And the 2 guys are still in the back of me. So he's pulling me, and I'm thinking all these thoughts, like I'm thinking I'm gonna die here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, I'm gonna die right now. You know what I'm saying? So dude already got off of me twice. He hit me twice. I got his hand pinned. He's trying to pull out a gun. I'm trying to start the car, but I'm a little bit too far out the car now because he's pulling me out the car. So what do I gotta do? So what I do is this. I said, I gotta let this guy go. If I let him go, he's gonna draw the gun and he's gonna shoot me. But I gotta let him go in order to start this car and get out of here. So I said, the next time he pulls me, I'm gonna let his wrist go and I'm gonna hit him. I hit him in his chest, in the middle of his chest, just straight, bah, with this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? But I did it mad, boom, mad hard. You know what I'm saying? I did it mad hard. So when he went and he pulled back to pull me, I let go, and with that same exact hand that I had his wrist, I let go and hit him, boom, right in the chest. He flew to the parked car behind him because we was in the middle of, we was in the park, like the apartments. You know what I'm saying? Like I pulled up to the apartment like this, and there's cars all next to going down like that. So on this side too. So he went and he hit the car. Boom, when he landed on the car, his eyes opened up mad big, like, oh shit, like he didn't believe that. So I slide in the seat and I'm trying to crank up the car. The car don't want to start. It's like the movies, bro. Yeah. The car don't want to start. You know what I'm saying? So now he got the gun out. I seen him pull the gun out in slow motion. He's talking shit and he pulls it out and he cocks it right in front of me. Boom. And when he cocks it, a bullet goes like this. In slow motion. And I'm looking at the bullet. And I said, yo, the gun was loaded. He didn't shoot. He ain't trying to shoot me. This nigga ain't got the heart to shoot me. All this is going through my head. I said, he just trying to scare me. The gun was loaded. Why you just didn't shoot me? He don't want to shoot me. So now I'm like, I'm taking this nigga's gun. So he cocks the gun, right? A bullet jumped out the chamber. So I guess he thought the noise of the gun cocking was going to scare me. Or whatever. He was trying to scare me. So when I seen that, I said, oh, this nigga playing. So he went to put the gun in my face now like that. So when he went like that, I slid back like this and grabbed his wrist and pulled him into the car. You know what I'm saying? And when I pulled him into the car, I had the gun in his hand. I had my arm fully extended and I had it pressed down on the seat. So he's laying on me now and I'm trying to grab the gun. His boy comes and snatches the gun. Opens the passenger door and snatches the gun from him while I'm trying to wrestle him from the gun because I'm about to take the gun. And his boy, he's seen that. The nigga in the front with the hoodie with the 38 runs in there and grabs the gun. You know what I'm saying? Because he pulled out and he grabbed the gun. But he didn't point his gun at me. You know what I'm saying? So we wrestling in the car and I push him out the car. So he tells the nigga with the 38 that took the gun, he tells him, yo, fight him. Fuck that. Fight him one-on-one. And the dude that pulled out the gun on me, he didn't want to fight. He was like, nah, give me the gun. Give me the gun. So he runs up to him to grab the gun back. They get to arguing. He's like, nah, he pushed him away, fight. I cranked the car up, bro, back up, and I peel off, though. I back up, boom, I almost hit the two dudes behind me. I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you ain't finna accidentally shoot me, bro. That gun had a feather trigger. I already had felt the gun earlier. You know what I'm saying? I had the gun in my hands. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what gun it was. So when he put it to my face, I just leaned back into the seat and I hit his wrist. So I grabbed his wrist and pulled him with his own momentum and threw him to the passenger seat. And I'm holding his wrist down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, you ain't finna accidentally shoot me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to shoot me on purpose. You ain't finna accidentally shoot me neither. Not in my face. So I'm holding him down like this. So when he grabbed the gun and all that, and he tell him to fight me while they arguing, I back out, nigga. The shooter, the real dude, that dude was a shooter. I already know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know, bro. I grew up around enough people. It's a lot of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, that dude, he didn't even want to give him the gun back. Because he knew that nigga was fake. He like, yo, this nigga was probably talking mad shit about me. You know what I'm saying? He probably was like, this nigga was talking mad shit about this dude. How he's gonna do this and that. And then he got a gun, he got a bullet in the head, and he don't even shoot this dude. He cocky trying to scare him. Give me the gun. Get out of here. Go fight him. He don't want to fight. While they arguing, I'm out of here. Boom. My boy Slim come around the corner at that time. They must have thought that I called Slim, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I turned the corner, making a right, and Slim turned the other corner, coming up the block. I'm turning off the block, making a right. He's turning on the block, making a right. At the same time, but we don't see each other. So they all run down on him because they thought that I called him, and they all draw out their guns on him. He don't know what the fuck is going on. He just see 4 people pull out guns on him. He backs up, his reverse, and dips, and he called me. Like, yo, these dudes just pull out a gun on me in the hood, nigga. I'm like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? They just tinted my window, man. Homie just tinted my window, hit me in the face, bro. This and that. Yo, meet me at the spot. We go to the spot. We go back. You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing happened because they thought I was trying to take over their spot. At the end of this all, without saying too much, because this is not the only incident that happened. I'm going to give y'all another story where Slim slapped the dude in his chest. You know what I'm saying? And made him drop his pistol. You know what I'm saying? They came looking for me again. Same cats. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it all, I'm going to give you that story next. But at the end of it all, they left. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fan 407. Y'all know what it is. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't gonna be good, be safe. You heard?